So your damper area multiplied by your torque load rating gives you the torque required to operate the damper, 68 pounds. An exercise here. This one we have 9 square feet. We're using a parallel blade damper with no edge seals, but still your typical less than 1,000 feet per minute. Based on looking at that chart, can anybody tell me what the rated torque loading would be? Well, I will tell you. It is 4.5. Did they change it to say 4.5 then?
Yeah. Is that a factor you want to add in there?
I use
Yeah,
5
that's-
as a general rule for everything. I just always use 5. That's just how I've always done it.
Yeah. Well, we'll just go along with the way they have it here, since that's what all the numbers are going to work out at. But if it were 4, it would be 36. It would be 36 inch-pounds required.
Where's Leah when you need her?
Yeah. Is fail-safe required? We talked about this a little bit already. You know, it's all dependent on the application, whether you need fail-safe or not. For our examples here, we'll say yes, we do need fail-safe. What's your supply voltage? Typically that's known. 24 volts is the most common. And what control signal do you want? You can see the various control signals that we have here. Pick one. So 2 to 10 volt is our most common. That's our default. That's what the dash SRs are. The MFTs come defaulted as 2 to 10 volt. And can you direct couple to a damper shaft? For our example, we're going to say yes, you can. However, there's many instances where you can't. When you can't, we do have accessories in the back of the damper actuator section of that catalog that will tell you all the things that you can get in order to remote mount one of the damper actuators. The other thing you can find on our website, on Belimo.com, is a mounting methods guide. That will give you examples of how to mount, remote mount a damper actuator. And it'll also tell you some of the parts that are needed. About 2 years ago, we released this new jack shaft solution.
It was an eye chart.
What's that?
Eye chart. So I thought it was an eye chart.
Yeah.
It's actually
yeah, it
a
looked
video,
like it
but-
as it was going down.
It's a video that apparently isn't in there.
Yeah, I know I've got a couple where they have videos and it'll play on my computer. So. Then are there additional accessories required? That jack shaft is an accessory that really helps out if you've got a large bank of dampers with a big jack shaft. Rather than having to break the dampers into multiple sections, you can hook this jack shaft right in the middle of the dampers, as long as you can attach the anti-rotation somewhere to the frame of the damper, to the ceiling, wall, whatever the case may be. Another exercise here. Now we have a 17 square foot damper, parallel blade with edge seals, but now we have 2,000 feet per minute. So we've got 17 square feet. I'm not going to ask you to do the torque load rating, because who knows, it's changed since the presentation was created. 10.5. See if you're taking it from the second column here. Parallel blade with edge seals. That gives you 178.5 inch-pounds of torque required to move that damper. Anybody want to tell me which actuator will suit this criteria? We've got, we don't need fail-safe. 178.5
we already said? A?
Yep. It says, all right. Taking notes, Brian, on things to send back to.
Trust me, I've already seen them all.
Okay. All right, well, we're gonna pretend this says you do need fail-safe. So then it would be the AFB, but you're correct. If you don't need fail-safe, the AMB would be what you need. AMB 24-SR. Yep.
There's so many. I don't know, trained person.
This is the Select Pro sizing and selection tool that I showed you the live version of a minute ago. So up at the top, you can select if you want electronic fail-safe, spring return, non-spring return. You don't have to. It's just like various websites. The more information you put in, the more you drill down to fewer results. But here you can size up your damper, rectangular damper. Here you see 36 by 48, which may be hard to see from back there. Gives you 12 square feet. Over here you can select if it's parallel blade, like it says here, with seals. And then it'll calculate the rated torque required for that damper. Then you can come down here and put in your voltage, if you want auxiliary switches, control signal, things like that. And that'll narrow down, like I said, the actuator choices. Once you do that, I mean, if you're building up a whole schedule of dampers, you can click on this button here, add to schedule, and then you can build up